in nature. So how can we find out the centroid of these shapes? So let me tell you. And wherever the line is coming, you have to mark the line behind this one. Now I will hang this eye section from here. You can see there are holes at different position of it. So what can I do it? Let me tell you. So I will draw the line over here. So when I will take all the lines at different points when I hang it, so obviously all the lines must coincide. So I will mark line over here. Then I am going to hang it like this. So I will mark the line over here behind this. So you can see here when all the lines coincide, so there must be the one coincident point where all the lines are acting or all the lines are crossing at the single point. That single point is the centroid of this eye section. So same goes with this T section. You can see this is the T section. This is T section. This one is the L section. This is L shape. And for example, if I am moving towards here, so you can see this is also again I section, but its length is different. And this one is the U section or U shape. So you have to find out centroid for this. How can you find it out? Obviously, you have to put the plumb bob, hang the plumb bob, and everywhere what you have to do, you have to mark the line which coincide with the single point, and that single point is the centroid of that body. This is a composite section, or you can say irregular section. So this is the way to find out the centroid. You will find out the centroid and you can calculate this length, x length and y axis. So when you get these points, this point of centroid, so you have to calculate it theoretically as well, and you have to compare both the values. Obviously both values come same. This is very easy experiment, experiment number 8, in which what you have to do, you have to find out the centroid and moment of inertia. In this experiment, I already told you in the lab that what you have to do, you have different shapes given to you. These are different irregular shapes. So what you have to do, you have to find out centroid. Theoretically, I told you what is the formula. You have to use x bar comma y bar, and equals to summation of xa upon summation of area, and the formula for the y bar is equals to summation of ya upon summation of a. So you have to find out the centroid first. Then what you have to do, you have to find out moment of inertia for all these four shapes, five shapes. So what you have to do, you have to find first, you have to mark centroid, and you will get centroid from the practically as well from the lab, and you will get centroid from the formula by summation of xa upon summation of a, comma summation of ya upon summation of a. Then what you have to do, you have to find out ix's, iyy for all these five shapes. So this is the way you have to solve this problem. We have already discussed in the class how can you solve for the centroid and moment of inertia. Hopefully you will understand it and you will get my point what you have to do in this experiment. So you have to show all the calculations for the moment of inertia and the centroid. And in conclusion, what you have to write down, you have to discuss the importance of centroid and moment of inertia, but you should not write down the definition of centroid and moment of inertia. You have to discuss why is it important that we have to find out centroid and moment of inertia. So you have to discuss in the calculation, and calculation locate centroid of different geometrical shapes analytically and also solve for their moment of inertia. Thank you so much. Hopefully it will be clear to all of you.